Hey guys, it's Makio here. After you've all seen me be all giddy watching the first 8 minutes of the In the Heights movie, now what do I think of the whole movie? Well, hang out for a bit and I'll tell you some of my thoughts about it. I saw In the Heights on Broadway once and twice when they were on tour. I've been such a fan of it ever since, so I was incredibly excited for the movie, even if I think that musicals turned into movies are rarely ever good. So here's just a few of my thoughts about the movie. I'm gonna put a smiley face for the ones that I liked and a frowny face for the ones that I didn't really like as much, okay? First of all, we gotta start with Anthony Ramos. Man, what's up? I only have 3 words for this, and it's add to cart now. But Anthony was amazing as Usnavi. I think he had the attitude, the personality, the style, and really the vocal talent to pull this off. And he really did. He really did deliver. Number 2 is the music. I've always been in awe of how the songs were written in the show. Lin Manuel's songwriting abilities are just on another level. And really just that mixture of Latin music, which is beautiful to begin with, and then rap, and then rock music, and all those other genres of music that was thrown in there. Man, it really just made for a really delicious score. Number 3 is the length of the movie. Now, I have to admit, I felt like the movie was just a tad bit too long. There were a few scenes that were kind of just dragging along, I thought. Maybe that could have been trimmed out, as I felt like they were a little bit unnecessary, but, you know. Fourth one is creativity. The creative side of me was just leaping for joy on the inside. I thought they were very creative in their interpretations of the song numbers in the movie. You know those the colored fabrics kind of rolling down the sides of the building, and Vanessa's It Won't Be Long Now, man, that was just beautiful. Number 5 is Abuela Claudia's Paciencia y Fe. Paciencia y Fe. This is my favorite number out of all of the songs. Olga Merides is the original Abuela Claudia who played this on Broadway. She was just as amazing as I remembered her in the stage version of this. Maybe I really did connect with a song because as a person of color myself, I just related so well with all of the things that she was singing about and in the song. And the whole presentation of her coming from another place, moving to New York, and just the whole setup with the train and the lighting and the dancers, it was just so beautiful to look at. And if you've seen my 12 Things About Me video, I had mentioned in there that one of my favorite TV shows is Law & Order SVU. And Olga's been a guest actor on that show a few times, so you can check her out there. Also, she reminds me of my grandma, so hi, Grandma. Next one is the choreography. Man, the choreography in this movie is insane. And I'm not a dancer, but watching all of them do their thing, everything that needed to pop just popped. Everything that needed to snap, snapped. Everyone was just sharp and on point. And there were so many different kinds of dancers. You see all different faces, different sizes and shapes. Young dancers, old dancers. They even had kids dancing, so I really thought that was cool. Number 7 will be the revisions to the storyline. Now, I understand that some changes needed to be made for the movie, but I think the removal of Camilla, who is Nina's mom, bothered me a little bit more than I had anticipated because it really did affect the Nina, Kevin, Benny story arc. In the Broadway musical, Kevin wasn't particularly fond of Benny for his daughter Nina because Benny was not Latino, and Nina's mom, Camilla, was pretty much that balancing element in that situation, so I kind of miss that part. Number 8 is very important because I love to eat, and these are the food shots in the movie. The way they presented the food, it's as if you can almost taste it and smell it. And did you guys see that flan? Oh my God. Flan is one of my all-time favorite desserts, and I actually have a video of myself making one, and I'll put it up in the card up here if you're interested in watching that. Next, the songs that were cut. Now, Kevin Rosario had a song called Inútil that was totally cut out. And I like that song because it really did talk about his past and what made him think the way he did when it came to really pushing Nina to succeed in life. Although it's one of my least favorite songs of the musical, it really made you see it from his perspective. And there's a line in that song that made everyone in the audience gasp. Well, during those times that I saw it anyway. Though a lot of the songs that were cut were kind of weaved back in somehow in the movie as a background music in some of the scenes, it would have been nice to have heard Kevin sing that song. Also, Nina had a solo called Everything I Know that was beautiful. In the original musical, this comes right after Abuela Claudia's passing, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful song. Number 10, the cast. I have to admit, when they released the cast list, I was a little doubtful of the casting choices at first, specifically with Daphne Rubin Vega as Daniela and Gregory as Sonny, but they were actually surprisingly good, and they did deliver. I originally found Kuka, the new salon lady, the new character that they added, to be very amusing at first, but after her introduction, she kind of just went nowhere. I get that trio dynamic that they were kind of going for, but I don't know, Kuka really just faded for me, unfortunately. Sorry, Kuka. There were some concerns that came up the last few days in regards to real representation of the people that, or the actual people that live in the neighborhood. At first, I thought the casting was fine, and we actually had a resident of Washington Heights who had shared with us in the comments section their own observations as well. And I really did begin to understand where those sentiments were coming from. Looking at the map, it even is labeled Little Dominican Republic. So it probably would have been really nice to have seen that more accurate representation on screen. But overall, the movie, just like the musical, is still amazing. It's very beautiful. It is a show that I really connected with and have a really high admiration for. A lot of people who aren't familiar with Lin Manuel's work with In the Heights would probably say that Hamilton had put Lin Manuel on the map, but I really think that some 15 or 20 years ago with In the Heights is when Lin Manuel drew the map. I mean, Hamilton is a really good show, but I still see In the Heights as a far superior show to Hamilton. That's just my opinion. And I'm not of Latin descent, but watching this movie and seeing a lot of real life moments in that culture, I felt like I belonged in that community with just how they showed and celebrated that in the movie. Now, nothing really could ever compare to the experience of watching this live on stage, because that version really had such magic to it that a movie cannot achieve. And just like a lot of you who had seen the Broadway show would likely agree with, it was just such an experience. But having the show be reimagined into a movie format, that I am very happy about, because now it could be easily accessed by a lot more people, and a lot more people should see and hear this story. And just like how I was watching the first 8 minutes of this, I was the same way with the movie. I was just giddy all the way through, because it just brought me so much joy seeing the show this way also. And there you have it. As a fan, those are just some of my quick thoughts about the musical that I love, love, love so much. Let me know what you thought of it if you had already seen it. And as always, we can just chat in the comments below, or you can find me on Instagram and we can chat there as well. I would really love to hear you guys' thoughts. And let's talk Broadway. And a big, big thank you to the entire cast and the crew and just everyone who was involved in this production, because you guys really created something very, very special and something amazing. All right, so thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching me, just a boy who likes Broadway, talk about this. And if you like this one, do let me know by hitting that thumbs up and send some love my way. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe so you can watch a lot more videos like this. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when a new video pops up. Thank you again. I appreciate all the love and support. And have a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.